Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharyamathyamam Asmadacharyaparyantam Vande Guru Paramparam Yada Vidya Vilasena Bhuta Bhautika Srishtayaha Tam Naumi Paramatmanam Sachidananda Vigraham. So I think the whole Srishti Krama was pretty simple. Yeah? Mm-hmm. The body is in different lokas, number one. Number two, Hiranyagarbha and individual. So Hiranyagarbha is considered the superior one. All of us. All of us. Yeah, see, 1 second. Whether it is individual or total, physical creation is panchikritam. Subtle body is apanchikritam, only tanmatra. Whether it is yours or Hiranyagarbha. Yeah, that is important. Yeah, because subtle. Yeah, that's why he said ihaloka paraloka gami. The subtle body is the one that goes to higher dimensions. Yeah, because they are all subtle. Yeah. All right. Then we also saw the whole thing about combining Pauranic and Vedic paradigms. Okay, all that we saw last time. Okay. Then now, after creation, what dissolution? Sustenance, we are seeing what is happening anyway. Okay. Now the dissolution part of it. Okay. Idanim pralayaha nirupyate. So right now we are talking about pralaya, dissolution. Pralayo namaha trailoke vinashaha. The three worlds are resolved. Sachat chaturvidaha. There are 4 types of pralaya. Okay. There are 4 types of pralaya. What are they? Nityaha, Nitya pralaya, Prakrita pralaya, natural pralaya, Naimitika pralaya because of some nimitta, and Atyantika pralaya, total. Now what is this? He will explain. Tatraha Nitra pralaya sushuptihi. What is Nitya Pralaya? Deep sleep. Why Nitya? Nitya means regularly it is happening. Every day it is happening. So every day total creation is not being destroyed. But you are going into Pralaya. Your personality is going into Pralaya. Why? Deep sleep. Okay. Tasyaha sakala karya pralaya rupatvat. Deep sleep is what? Sakala karya pralaya rupatvat. In deep sleep, are you aware of the body, etc., etc.? You put a nice mosquito net and odomos and everything. Why? You don't want the mosquitoes biting. Once you are asleep, the mosquitoes are feasting on your body. You are not aware of it. 167, page 167. I done 166. That's where I combined the Pauranic and this thing, yeah. Okay. Nitya pralaya sushupti tasya sarva sakala karya pralaya rupatvat. The whole, everything is being resolved. Tena supta uttitasya. One who was woken up from the thing. Na sukhadi anubhava anupapattihi. There is no problem of experiencing sukha dukkha in the world. Nava smarna anupapattihi. Nor is there any problem with his memory, etc. Why? Because once you are awoken, everything comes back to normal. So Sushupti is considered as a pralaya. Now pralaya, he has said sakala karya vinasha. So what about your body and things like that? So that question is raised, okay? Vastutah swashadi abhave api tad upalabdehe purusha antara vibhramatvat. You are breathing, correct? In deep sleep you are breathing. If you doubt whether someone is breathing or not, stay in a room next to a snorer. Like nobody would want to share rooms with Surendran in the camps. Because poor guy was suffering from sleep apnea, what to do? He says, but that is, he's giving you one explanation. Afterwards he changes and gives you another explanation. He says that is a vibhrama of the person who is seeing it. Why? Because I don't know whether I am breathing or not in deep sleep. Do you know whether you are breathing or not? So as far as you are concerned, you are not breathing. In fact, you don't exist. Where is you? As ahankara, where are you? Where is ahankara in deep sleep? Sense of I is there in deep sleep. Thinking is there. No. We are talking of deep sleep, not dreaming. Okay? Therefore, it says, it's the Brahma of someone who is seeing it. Supta Sharira Upalambatvat. Okay. Because the Supta Sharira is there. Just like the sleeping man's body is there. Similarly, you are seeing some breathing happening. That's all. He says, Nacha evam suptasya pretad avisheshaha. Hey, if you are saying that, then that this breathing is a Brahma of the... Are you understanding this argument? The breathing, sleeping body, the breathing aspect is seen by an onlooker. He says that is not true. It is an onlooker's Brahma. If it is not true, then what is the difference between being asleep and being a ghost? Pretad avisheshaha. He says, no, there is a difference. Why? Suptasya linga shariram samskara atmaneva vartate. As samskaraha atmaneva iheva vartate. For the one who is sleeping, the linga sharira, sukshma sharira, subtle body, is available right here as samskara with respect to the Atma. Whereas, pretasya tu lokantare, whereas if you had died, you will have gone to some other loka. You wouldn't be available in this body. So simple. Now that seems a little bit difficult argument. Why? How can you say, I see the character is breathing. It is pratyaksha pramanena siddham. It can't be my Brahma. Okay? It can't be my Brahma because my pratyaksha pramana shows it. Therefore, he gives you another argument. Okay, he gives you another. Yadva, he says, another. He says, Antakarnasya dve shaktihi. Antakarna has twofold powers. Your Antakarna, see, when you use the word Antakarna, Linga Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, all these are the same thing, okay? This two Shaktis it has got. What is that? Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti Sheti. Jnana Shakti and Kriya Shakti. Okay? Tatra Jnana Shakti Vishishta Antakarna Sushuptau Vinashaha. Therefore, in deep sleep, your Jnana Shakti of the Antakarna is resolved completely. That's why you don't know anything in deep sleep. But he says, Natu Kriya Shakti Vishishta iti pranadi avasthanam api aviruddham. But the Kriya Shakti keeps going. So your subtle body has got two powers. One is Jnanam, one is Kriya. Jnanam is completely resolved. Kriya is not completely resolved. Therefore, you keep breathing. You can even sleepwalk. It explains all that. ठीक है? बराबर है. Yeah, now you are satisfied. Okay. Iti pranadi avasthanam aviruddham. Therefore, prana etc. functioning is not contradicted. See, just an explanation. Remember, because you have to talk about pralaya etc. He is talking about all this. Okay, not really very important or cardinal to the understanding of Vedanta. This is how, with respect to the creation, there is a dissolution. Therefore, since dissolution is karya vinasha, you have to talk about what happens on a daily basis, this, etc. He is just trying to cover all bases. Okay? Yeah. Then, what's your pramana for that? Shastra. Yada suptaha swapnana kanchanam pashyati ate asmin prana ekada bhavati athenam vak sarvanam api saha upi apyeti iti. The Shruti quoted, Yada suptaha, when you are asleep, swapnam na kanchana pashyati, when you don't even see any dreams. Asmin pranaha ekada bhavati, all the pranas have become one, just to keep your body going. Okay? Athenam vak sarvana bhi saha apyeti, your vak, speech, etc., all have become one with the prana. Sata somya tada sampanno bhavati swam upito bhavati ityadi shruti ukta sushuptau manam. Therefore, this is the Shruti pramanam for it. He says that everything has become one. Now the Shruti pramanam, hold on. Shruti pramanam is only to show that everything has become one. For the fact you are sleeping, do you need Shruti pramanam? The fact you slept last night, do you need Shruti pramanam? Come on, why? Do you need Shruti pramanam to come and tell you slept last night? No, exactly. So the Shruti pramanam is only in terms of what happens to your mind, this is only there. That also is an anuvada. Because science etc. can confirm certain things, what type of waves are there, whatever, all that is there. Therefore, all this is anuvada there. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So this is your Nitya Pralaya. In fact, in short, what is it? What we call Nitya Pralaya is the fact that you go to sleep every night. Nitya means what? Nitya Karma means what? Karma that you have to do every day. So, similarly, Nitya Pralaya means what? What happens every day? Deep sleep. Bas, ho gaya ka. Don't bother too much about it. Okay. Then Prakritam, what is natural? Prakrita Pralaya, Karya Brahma Vinashaka Nimittaha, Sakala Karya Vinashaha. When Hiranyagarbha's time is up, बस हो गया. Ishvara is going into samadhi. Okay. He is resolving Hiranyagarbha. That time what? Sakala Karya Vinashaha. Sakala Karya Vinashaha. That is called Prakrita Prana. Natural. Because as creation is natural, destruction also will be natural. Yada tu prageva utpatti brahma sakshatkarasya karya brahmanaha ब्रह्मांड अधिकार लक्षण प्रारब्ध कर्म समाप्तो विदेह कैवल्यात्मक परामुक्ति तदा तन्लोकवासिनाम अपि उत्पन्नम ब्रह्म साक्षात्काराणाम ब्रह्म सह वैदेह कैवल्यम. Okay. Now what is it? Okay. Yada tu. Okay. For Hiranyagarbha we are talking now. Prageva utpanna brahma sakshatkarasya. Karya Brahmana. Karya Brahman is Hiranyagarbha. Karanam Brahman is Jagat Karanam Brahman. Okay? Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Karya Brahman is Hiranyagarbha. Because from Hiranyagarbha everything comes out. Prageva Brahmana Sakshatkarasya. Remember the cosmic mind. Therefore, there is Brahma Jnanam also in it. In Hiranyagarbha has Brahma Jnanam. Therefore, Brahmanda Adhikara Lakshana Prarabdha Karma Samapto. When the Prarabdha Karma of the entire creation has come to an end. Why do you say that? Because how did the creation start? Because of the Prarabdha Karma of the Jivas. Now Prarabdha Karma has come to an end for the time being. Therefore, when that happens, he says, Samapto Videha Kaivalyatmika Paramuktihi. Hiranyagarbha gets Kaivalya Muktihi. What is Kaivalya Mukti? Without body. Hiranyagarbha was Jivan Mukta when he is alive, when the creation is on. And when the creation is not on, Kaivalya Mukti is one with consciousness only, one with Brahman. Tada Tad Loka Vasinam Api. Tad Loka Vasinam. All the people in those dimensions, Brahma Loka Vasinam. Brahma Loka Vasinam. Para Brahma Sakshatkaranam. Who have gained Brahma Sakshatkara, because Brahmaji has taught him, they got Brahma Sakshatkara. Brahmana Sahaya Videha Kaivalyam. Along with Hiranyagarbha, they also have Videha Kaivalyam. The thing is resolved, no? Look at it. Here is a student of Vedanta who was a little slack in studies. Therefore, he didn't gain Jivan Mukti on earth. But he was very, very close. Want to close it? Close it. He was very, very close to it. Therefore, by that punya, he goes to Brahmaloka. He goes to Brahmaloka and lives a comfortable life. And there are other people like him, so they have discussion, debate, this and all that thing happens. They have a great time also, it's a great time. Khao, piyo, maja karo, that's also there. Best of both the worlds, if you want to say. Then at the end of the Kalpa, Brahmaji teaches them. Most of them will gain the knowledge. But in Brahmaloka, there are other people also who have gone from Satya Loka, Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, etc. Not from Kali, nobody goes from Kali into Brahmaloka. Who have gone there purely on the basis of their karma and upasana. They don't gain moksha. Why? They have karmatas. They have not gained Brahma Sakshatkaram. Unless they said, okay, we'll also sit in the class and understand. That choice is there. They say, no, mere ko maja karne ke. Then I still want to enjoy a few more lifetimes. If they are that type, then they won't get moksha. Okay. You know, sometimes you think all that karma and upasana will give you preparations. It is true. I have seen people whose adhikaritam is phenomenal because of certain practices, etc. Okay? Either yoga practice or qigong or martial arts or something. I have seen great adhikaris because I interact with huge amount of groups. So if they sit in a Vedanta class, I am telling you, just do the whole Gita, they will be fine. That prepared they are. Just do the whole Gita, they will be fine. But they don't. They are too conditioned by their practices, they want to continue that practice only. I know some of them come and talk to me and use the Gita verses to justify their practice. For horoscope दिखता है ना, गुरु दोषा रहता है. Honestly, I am not joking. Yeah. Honestly, I am not joking. I know quite a few like this. Great. So similarly, there will be great souls who have gone to Brahmaloka. Great meditators, upasakas, etc. But not yet ready for Vedanta. It is better to be champions like us. Not conditioned by anything. Thora will struggle, but we will do Vedanta all right. Thora struggle hoega, but at least we are there on track. Yeah. We are better off. You had a question. If they don't get moksha, next kalpa they are coming back. Of course, next kalpa. See, even if you go to Brahmaloka as a student of Vedanta, let us say he is very close but didn't understand, he went to Brahmaloka. Then what happened in Brahmaloka? Guru nahi hai. There is no guru in Brahmaloka except Brahmaji himself. Now he will come only at the end of the kalpa for teaching you. But you are having discussions and all with other characters. After some time, they say, क्या discuss करने के यार? खाओ पियो मजा करो. There's fun available. You're discussing Brahmani. हाँ ठीक है करेगा. Because on earth, what is the samskaras? What prevented him from getting committed and understanding Vedanta? Other things pulled him away. No? So what is there for other things not to pull him away in Brahmaloka? Here an evening, a dinner with friends pulled him away. There, it's a regular party happening every day. Yeah, exactly. That thinking is wrong, that's what I'm saying. I'm giving you the logic for it. Yeah. No. Only if you understand Vedanta there with Brahmaji's teaching. Yeah. Then it will happen. Otherwise, next kalpa back. But next kalpa you may be born as a rishi. You know, where Ishvara will teach you and then you'll say, yaar, last lifetime I pura kalpa waste kiya. This time I'll take it seriously. He will sit, contemplate in it, etc. And taught by Ishvara, Dakshinamurti, etc. He will gain. Okay, now you will become the rishi for the next kalpa.
Swamiji,
Yeah?
when you say that Brahmaji will come near the end of the kalpa to
Come to teach at the end of the kalpa. No, come to teach at the end of the kalpa. Huh.
Yeah, but on this dimension of earth or in...
I am talking about Brahmaloka, not earth. Yeah.
Okay.
It happens in Brahmaloka, not earth. Earth is not going to come. Yeah. Why should he come on earth? Brahmavida is here. Why do you need Brahmaji? Brahmavid is there, Brahma Prajna is there, Brahma Leena is there. Kitna Brahma log hai?
No, because you said in Brahmaloka later when...
Yeah, no, only in Brahmaloka.
Not going to
Yeah.
be taught by Brahma.
Therefore, all these people gain Videha Kaivalya. Okay? Which is fine. Okay. Talking about it, I am digressing a bit. There was a great mystic. He's still around teaching. He tells a friend of mine, a student of mine, next kalpa, Puja Swamiji is going to be a rishi. I said, Puja Swamiji is realized soul. Kya rishi bane? No, because Ishvara is going to ask him. Okay? And your guru will be his son-in-law. Me will be his son-in-law because rishi. I said, oh my God, as guru is great, father-in-law banega to mera halat ho jayega. No way. I didn't even bother to ask who his daughter will be. नहीं चाहिए. I will run. Okay. Because as guru is great, to work with him, etc., it's entirely a different ball game. That's why when people crib about working with me, I say, you should have worked with my teacher, you would have understood. You would have should have worked with Swami Chinmayanji, then you would have understood what difficult working is. Yeah. Okay. Then he says, Brahmana saha, and okay, anyway, this mystic statement, don't take it seriously, because no mystic can see into another kalpa, okay? No mystic can see that. If they claim it, they are bluffing. Okay. Brahmana saha te sarve sampatte prityin sanchare parasya ante kritatmanaha pravishanti param dadam iti smritehe. Now for all this, only the smriti is the pramana, because the Veda doesn't deal with all this. The Upanishad doesn't bother about it. All this is smriti pramana. Okay? Yeah. Therefore, Brahmanaha te sarve, all of them along with Brahman, samapte pratyanchare, when the creation has come to end, parasyante kritatmanaha, those who have fulfilled themselves, pravishanti param dadam, they become one with Brahman. Okay, it is nothing. Evam saloka vasibhi saha karya brahmani muchyamane tad adishtita brahmanda tad antarvartina akhila loke tad antarvarti stavaradinam bhautikana bhutanam cha prakrita mayaya layaha. Okay, so all the others, what happens? Okay, evam sakala lokabhi, who are what? Who have not gained self-realization. Karya Brahmani saha, along with Karya Brahman, muchyamane. Now Karya Brahman's time is over. Therefore, tad adhisthana brahmanda. Adhisthana brahmanda, the entire creation. Tad antarvani akhila loka. All the lokas, 7 up, 7 down, all the lokas. Tad antarvani savaradinam. And all the beings in their creation, whether they are moving around or fixed, like plants, etc. Tavaranam. Bhautikanam cha. All the materials also. Bhutanam cha. All of them. Prakritau mayayam layaha. Because you have not gained knowledge, your laya is in Maya, not in Brahman. Of course, Maya is in Brahman, therefore you are in Brahman. But through Maya, like exactly in deep sleep, you are one with the Atma, but through avidya, not without avidya. That's why when you get up, you wake, you don't get up as a wise person. Similarly, all these at the end of the Prakrita Kalpa, they go into Brahman, but through Maya. Okay. Natu Brahmani, not directly into Brahman. Why? Bhadrupa vinashaiva Brahmanishtatva. Only if you have negated Maya by living, Bhada, negation, only then you will be one with Brahman. Ataha Prakritocha. That's why it's called Prakritam, natural. Why? Brahmaji's Prarabdha is over, therefore your Prarabdha is over, you die. Brahmaji's Prarabdha is over, he is realized Videha Mukti. So all who gain knowledge in Brahmaloka are one with Brahman. Others are one with Brahman but through Maya. Okay. Clear? Prakritam? Because these can be a bit confusing. These are Pauranic concepts. So Nitya we have seen, Prakritam we have seen. Clear about these two? नहीं तो पूछ लो, no problem.
Swamiji,
Yeah.
this Maya and these two, can you explain it again?
See, when you go to sleep, is avidya there or not there?
It is there.
Is there. That's why when you get up in the morning, your whole personality comes back as normal. Correct? Similarly, when all the ignorant people at the end of the Kalpa, when Brahmaji is resolved, they are also resolved in Maya Shakti, so that next Kalpa they can come back. Okay? Yeah. Therefore, this is Nityam and Prakritam. The confusing one is between Prakritam and Naimitikam. There is where the confusions will come. Okay? So Prakritam is the end of the Kalpa. Nityam is what happens to you day to day. Then what is Naimitikam? That we will see. Karya Brahmanaha Divisa Avasana Naimitikaha Trailokya Matra Pralayaha Naimitika Pralaya. But like how you go to sleep every day, Brahmaji also goes to sleep. Arey, Brahmaji is Karya Brahman, na? He is functioning. His body may be the whole universe, but he is also a mind and body, na? So he has also got to sleep or not sleep. सोना पड़ता है ना कभी ना कभी. So his sleep is considered Naimitika Pralaya. So what happens in Naimitika Pralaya? Okay. Trailokya Matra Layaha. Only the three worlds. Earth, the one just above and the one just below. Bhur Bhuvasva. Only the three worlds are resolved, others are not resolved. 14 से 3 गया, 11 are still continuing. Why? Like when you sleep, the world is continuing or not? Your world is not there, but the other people are gone. Na? Similarly, when Brahmaji sleeps, 3 lokas are gone. Other lokas are continuing. Sleep. When his prarabdha is over, prakritaha, everything goes. When he is asleep, only the 3 goes. Like how your 3 body is gone. Similarly, his 3 body goes. Okay. And, alright, therefore, what is 1 day and 1 night? Brahma Divisaha Chatur Yuga Sahasra Parimita Kalaha. Parimita Kalaha. 1,000 yugas have gone by. Okay, that is 1 day. Pralaya Kale Api Divasa Kale Parimitaha. Therefore, 1,000 days and 1,000 nights. Okay, 1,000 yugas and 1,000 yugas, day and night. Okay, Divasa Kala Tulyatvat. They have calculated it to 4,32,000 human years. That is 1,000 yugas. That means 250 Chatur yugas have gone. Correct? Yeah. 1,000 yugas is 4,32,000. Yeah. Sorry, 43,20,000. So divided by 1,000. Okay. 1 yuga, you have to divide it by 4. Because, yeah. If you divide it by 4, you will get 1 lakh something. 14? 14 lakhs, roughly 14 lakhs. Now 14 lakhs will be Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara, Satya, Dwapara, Treta and, or we said the other way around. Satya, Treta, Dwapara and Kali. 1:4 combination. Okay. So Satya is 4 times Kali. Treta is 3 times Kali. Dwapara is 2 times Kali. अभी calculate करो क्या कितना है, if you want to. Don't ask me to do the calculation, some of you can do it. Okay.
So 4,000 yugas is a day and 2,000 yugas is a night.
Yes, 1,000 yugas is day and 1,000 yugas is night. See, Sahasratulyam, na? Karya Brahmanaha Divasa. Okay. Brahma Adi Chatur Yuga Sahasra. Yeah. Sorry, Chatur Yuga Sahasra. 4 yugas. Okay. 4 yugas. Sorry, my calculation went off. So 4 yugas, 4 into 1,000 yugas. Yeah. Mind-boggling numbers.
4,000 yugas is only the day.
Day and night is same.
4,000 again.
Yeah. That's why they calculated equivalent to 4,32,000 human lives. Human lives. Human years, not human lives, human years. Okay? That is one yuga. One kalpa, sorry, as one kalpa. So divide into 4. बहुत गड़बड़ हो जाएगा इसमें. Okay? That means what? Now look at the funny things. Your Kali Yuga will become some 24,000 years. Kali Yuga started with the death of Krishna. So Krishna should be how many years back? Oh, 5,000 years back. Most calculation put him 5,000 years back. Okay? That means 19,000 years of Kali Yuga are left. People are saying Hindus are in problems now. ये तो पहला पाद है. Wait until what happens. Hindus will be restricted to Shambhala. Shambhala is some place in Haryana. There are two places that claim to be Shambhala. One is Haryana, one is Kailasa. From where Kalki is supposed to be born. Good time.
So it is actually 8,000 yugas into Brahmaji's Brahma.
Yeah.
That has to get over. That is the end of the kalpa.
Yeah. Mind-boggling figures. Don't try to equate it with history. It won't work. Okay? It won't work. Yeah. It can't, because for history we need archaeological survey. Some proof should be there. Tell me, how are you going to get proof of 10,000 years here? Kidhar se milega? 20,000 years. What will survive that length of time for archaeological proof, etc.? 5,000 years, 10,000 years, फिर भी हो सकते हैं. 20,000 years, 30,000 years, what will survive? Yeah. Rama Setu है, बस that has survived. Rama Setu connecting Rameshwaram with Sri Lanka has survived. Yeah, exactly. So, don't try to equate it and see what it is. It won't work that way. Okay? All right. Then he says, Prakrita pralaye, Naimitika pralaye cha, Purana vachanani pramani. So where do you get this? All from the Puranas, nothing else. You won't get it from the Veda. Okay? Viparardhetva atikrante brahmanaha parinishthitaha parameshtinaha tada prakrita saptaha kalpante pralayahi. For Prakrita Purana. Where is it from? Which Purana? I don't know. And evam prakritascha rajan pralayo yatra liyate iti vachanam prakrita pralayamanam. So he is giving you quotations from the Puranas, saying this is a pramanam for it. Esha naimitika prokta pralaya tatra vishwa sakra shatayanti avasane nityam atma kritayo khilam ichi vachanam naimitika pralaya. Must be, I think it is from Vishnu Purana. It's from Vishnu Purana. That's why Vishnu is shown as sleeping on Ananta. He says he goes back and goes to sleep. But they are showing him sleeping on as Ananta Shayana now. Now it should be on. Because creation is on. Take it as some concepts of measuring of time. Okay? Don't take it as scientific. Don't try to equate it with science. Don't try all that stuff. You can even take it as the concept of pralaya, etc. is there, and there we are dealing with large numbers. Like in science, when you are talking about other galaxies, etc., we are dealing with impossibly large numbers. Isn't it? Andromeda galaxy, 4 million light years away. 4 million light years away, how much is that distance? Even 4 light years out of the distance. Huge. So similarly, we are talking about it like this. And remember, when we are talking about Bhulokaha, which is Bhuloka. Earth. This whole dimension, this whole physical dimension is Bhuloka. Therefore, how do you know that in some planet somewhere in this vast galaxy, physical galaxy, Ramayana is not happening? Or the rishis are not teaching. Dakshinamurti is sitting under a tree and teaching the rishis. How do you know? Possibility exists or doesn't exist? Yeah, same Shastra. They are in Satya Yuga. So, don't try to make it scientific and things like that. Yeah?
After that, those who not being moksha, they will be born. But if you save us, we will go on some other fire.
No, they are not born at all. Like he says that here. Yes.
So those who live here in this earth, there is a possibility of born.
They may be born in some other planet. Yeah, correct.
That is why they say when you get the Manushya birth,
Yeah.
get the knowledge.
Yeah. Get the knowledge in this birth. You may be in some other planet also. Yeah. And that planet may not have Brahmajnanam, for example. Can be. Only primitive life forms are there. Who knows? Or some advanced civilization is there. Who knows? Where Brahmajnanam is easily available. And they are living in harmony with. Who knows? Okay. Can't.
We will not talk about any other.
Yeah. See, there is a theory going around. Okay, this is just a theory. I'm digressing, but just a theory. That Egyptian scriptures, okay, one of the oldest civilizations like India, talked about aliens coming to earth, creating human beings to serve their purpose. Because there's a quotation in the Bible that says, let us make them in our image. Plural is used. Let us make humans in. So it seems the primitive cultures, primitive men that were there, their DNA was mixed up with this alien DNA to make a human being. Because they wanted to mine the earth for some of the precious metals. This is one theory. And after some time, because of the alien DNA was there, our evolution increased up and we chased them out. So how advanced they were, if we could chase them out, I don't know. This is all stories going around, myths going around. We don't know which is fact, which is myth. And if you are going to believe a myth or this thing, I prefer to believe the Ramayana, Mahabharata, because at least they are considered as itihasas, not myths, as history, not myths. Puranika, there are a lot of stories. That's okay. They are meant to illustrate different things. Want to take it, take it. Don't want to take it, don't take it. Doesn't matter. Your understanding of Vedanta is not going to change whether your yuga is made of 4,90,000 years or 1,20,000 years. It's not going to make a difference. Yeah. You just say it's a long time, okay, fine, take it. All right. Then the Chaturtham is what? Atyantika Pralaya. Turiya Pralayastu. That's the fourth Pralaya is what? Turiyam is not Turiya Avastha. Turiyam means fourth, okay? The fourth Pralaya is what? Brahma Sakshatkara Naimitikaha Sarva Mokshaha. When you gain knowledge of Brahman, direct immediate knowledge of Brahman, that's called Sakshatkara. Direct immediate knowledge, you are free, Sarva Moksha, from everything you are freed. Okay? This is called Atyantika Moksha. Why? Because you are one with Brahman, or kya? Atyantika Pralaya. There is no creation for you after that. Okay? Everything is one. Now he brings in another confusing point. Eka Jiva Vade Yugapade Jnana Jiva Vade tu Kramena. Sarvam eki bhavanti ityadi shrutehe. Now, because Hiranyagarbha is mentioned, this has been introduced by some academicians into this writing. Okay? Like how there are academicians in English who don't understand any Vedanta, there are also academicians in Sanskrit, from the Sanskrit colleges, etc., who are not Sampradaya with Acharyas. They have brought this idea of Eka Jiva Vada and Aneka Jiva Vada. Aneka Jiva Vada is based on your experience that Jivas are many. But because the idea of totality, some scholars say no, Jiva is only one, because your mind is connected with every other mind. If my mind is connected with every other mind, how do I know why? How do I not know what you are thinking? Plus, I don't want to. My thoughts are bad enough for me. Your thoughts also add to mine, gadbad ho jayega. Therefore, he says, in Eka Jiva Vada, everyone will get moksha together. But that's contrary to your experience. You get moksha, others don't get moksha. Others will also get moksha. Ek kya baat hai? Nahi hota hai. Aneka Jiva Vada kramena. For the people who take on based on the experience that jivas are many, then kramena, each one has to gain his own moksha. Each one has to gain his own understanding. Okay? Sarvam eki bhavanti ityadi shruti for pramana. Therefore, what are we aiming for? Nitya pravalaya happens anyway, every night. We don't have to do anything about it, except stop coffee at night and things like that. Other than that, we don't have to do anything. What you are aiming is for Atyantika Pradaya, Brahma Sakshatkara. That's the only thing that really interests us. Sleep we are interested in. Why? We need to get a good night's sleep. And Atyantika Pradaya, meaning gain Brahma Jnanam. Therefore, there is no more creation left for you. Where is creation? There is only Brahman. You see creation. Kuch hai idhar. Bada, that's why it's called Bada, not Nasha. Bada means negation in understanding. Where is the table? But you're hitting the table. I'm hitting wood. There's no table here. The sound you hear, knock on wood. It is not knock on table. It's wood. Where is table gone? But you're using the table. I'm using the table, but what is there is only wood. Similarly, I'm seeing the creation. What is there is only one consciousness. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. This is what we are aiming for, to understand and make it a fact of our life. This is called Atyantika Pralaya. Okay. Tatra Aditrayopi Layaha Karma Auparama Nimittaha. The first three are dependent on the resolution of your karma. Temporary, like in deep sleep, or Hiranyagarbha sleep, etc. They are dependent on karma. Turiyantu jnana udaya nimittaha. Whereas the fourth one, Atyantika Pralaya, is dependent on jnanam. First three are dependent on karma being resolved. Like in deep sleep. Even if you try to keep awake, on some days you can't keep awake, you'll go fall asleep. Some people do that in the class also. Fall asleep. Therefore, he says, that is karma nimitta. Turiyantu, whereas the fourth one, Atyantika Pralaya, jnana udaya nimitta, is dependent on gaining this knowledge. Therefore, layaha ajnana sahaiveti visheshaha, very important. That the laya, the first three that we are talking about, has got ajnanam along with it. Any form of laya will have ajnanam in it. That is why most samadhis are andha samadhi. Most samadhi is andha samadhi. Because laya, you don't know, you are gaining some experience of quietude, beatitude, etc., which you will interpret in terms of your understanding. And if you have not been exposed to anything, you will wonder what the hell is it all about. I died. There was a great man who thought, I died. But then I am not dead, I became awake. He became a great saint after that. After this experience, he couldn't stay at home. Therefore, he went to Arunachala. And there he discussed with a lot of scholars, etc. And then he understood what it is all about. But the scholars respected him because they got his samadhi experience. Because the scholars didn't have anything, they only studied. So, and after he understood what it is all about, he wrote 2 books. One is Upadeshasaram, the other is Saddarshana. Yeah. I'm talking about Bhagavan Ramana. Because only samadhi is not enough, even for someone like him. Though if the Ramana devotees hear this, they'll say, I am speaking blasphemy. Not that the devotees of Ramana understood Ramana. They didn't. You see all the works that come out of Ramana ashram. They don't understand. How can you say with such authority? Because I have met Ramana's nephew. I met Ramana's nephew and had long discussions with him on all these topics. He said, Swamiji, you have a point in what you are saying, but I can't accept it and say it publicly. I said, don't use it for yourself. I said, publicly you can't, because you are a trustee there and you have to follow the public stance. This is what happens in an organization. Yeah. That's the problem. Okay. Yeah. So with that, okay, this section comes to an end. Then there is a small section in terms of the order of dissolution. How the dissolution takes place. There is an order about it. And then it's a very important section on why is the Upanishad talking about, or why is the Vedanta text talking about creation, meditation, etc. What is the purpose behind talking? Itna sab nakarabaji karne ka hai, what is the purpose? This is the purpose. In a nutshell, the Upanishad talks about creation not to establish creation, but to dismiss the creation as mithya. Why? Because, hey, you have an experience. World. The knowledge that's being taught is there is no world. There is only consciousness. So, what you take as the world has to be explained away or not explained away. Your experience cannot be denied. Your experience has to be understood, whatever the experience is. This is important for all of us in any field of learning. You can't deny an experience, you can only explain the experience and understand it. Experience is experience. It may be right, it may be wrong, it may be foolish, it may, whatever it is. You have to understand what that experience is about. Especially the experience happening in waking. Yeah. That's why Mandukya Karika talks about 3 states of experience. Why? Because they are experience, you have to understand what it is about. And understand it from the way Vedanta looks at the whole thing. From the fact that everything is consciousness, how do you look at the whole thing? So the same thing is applicable to creation, same thing is applicable to meditations. Meditation is also preparing the mind. Yeah. People think in meditation you will gain the knowledge. That's a big thing. People hold on to that belief for a long time. Why? Because they don't sit down and meditate. If they really meditated and managed to go in samadhi, they'll understand it doesn't work. You need knowledge. But because they have not done it, they think that will work. Romanticizing. This is called romanticizing the whole thing. Charismatic approach, etc. In fact, on Tuesday, I'm talking in the Indika Academy online. I'll put it up in our groups also. It's on Facebook and all, it's on the necessity of Shruti Pramanam for knowledge. There I saw the response of one of the people who claims to be Vedantin, youngster. I have a slight difference in this. I think dharma mega samadhi that yoga mentions will gain knowledge. नहीं होता है ये धर्म मेघ समाधि एक्सेट्रा ऐसी ना. I have known another wise person who went into dharma megha samadhi for 13 days and he's completely misinterpreted the whole thing. The great guru he has become. That's good. I'm happy with that. But this is the flip side of it. It doesn't work. So that's why that meditation, etc., is talked about for preparing the mind, for understanding the creation. So the creation doesn't stand against your understanding of the truth. That's why we have talked so elaborately. Mind-boggling now when you think of all these kalpas. Similarly, you'll talk about, yeah?
What exactly do you mean by dharma mega samadhi?
I'll explain that later when it is appropriate, not now. Yeah. It comes from yoga. Yeah. It is like, in a nutshell, it is connecting with the cosmic mind, Hiranyagarbha's mind. Therefore, some insights you will get into the truth. The cloud of dharma, like, Megha, the cloud of, like how you have cloud computing, how your computer is connected with the cloud to share your photographs, etc. Similarly, this, okay, all knowledge is there in that mind. But you are understanding with your poke little mind. How much will you understand? With all your this thing, you will get a peep. You will get a peep, dharma mega. I am everything. But I am small, I am finite. My conditioning, my finitude has not been negated, but I got an insight. I have everything. What will you take it as? Experience. Therefore, the experience freedom. But when I am looking out in the world, finite. Therefore, live to your highest potential, etc. You'll have to start talking things like that, which is what that guy is doing anyway. Yeah, that's what you'll do. What else can you do? I don't blame him. This is the nature of it. Yeah. Plus, he has not read any Shastra, not gone to any Guru, which is bluff. He had his Guru. He has also taken sent his students to pick up some of Swamiji's books. That has also gone there. But he doesn't know how to integrate it because no knowledge. This experience is one thing and what Puja Swamiji talks is completely different. How do you integrate the two? Arey, aake milo na, baat karo, then we'll teach you how to integrate the two. Not a problem. It's easy for us. Because we have the big picture in hand. Not because we are some great. He's a great guy. I'm not that great. But I have the Shastra with me. That makes a huge difference. That makes all the difference in the world. Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karyeshu Sarvada. Shastra is a pramanam. All this we will see in greater detail. Okay, good place to stop. Om Tat Sat.